A volunteer-based organization brings history to life by restoring and preserving combat aircraft. Our Sabrina got to spend some time with the Commemorative Air Force's Lake Superior Squadron and see their ongoing projects.
It was an awesome day for it. The super clear, sunny skies, calm weather, excellent views as far as you could see. It was a great day.
The Minnesota wing of the Commemorative Air Force recently brought a BT-13 up to Superior for an open house at the Lake Superior Squadron's wing at Wong Airport.
So the BT-13 is a World War II era trainer. It was one of the planes that almost all the pilots from America used to learn how to fly.
Some people even got to fly in this vintage plane.
There's very few of these still flying. It takes a lot to operate, maintain, and run these planes, and it's kind of a rare experience for people to come out and see this type of plane.
And of course, I couldn't report on rides in a World War II plane without participating.
Yeah, there we go. Alrighty.
Release, pull up.
Wonder how fast this goes.
This is one plane in a fleet of over 175 aircraft owned by the Commemorative Air Force.
For many of us, it's the love of history. A lot of people love aviation or piloting, and people flock to those types of things and want to use their skills to bring this history back to life.
With approximately 13,000 members across every state and 28 foreign countries, the CAF aims to restore and preserve combat aircraft.
We'll just bring back history, living history. It's basically flying a museum.
The projects in the Lake Superior Squadron's hangar are currently in various phases of progress, with hiccups along the way.
We have a small crew of dedicated people that come in every weekend to work on these planes. Right now, a lot of our focus has been on the small plane because this is very close to getting back into the air.
This former here has been replaced because it actually looked like a wave going down it. Okay. We also had damaged sections on it. The trailing edge ribs, what you can't see is down here, we had broken ribs. So we had to repair them or double them up, which per the manual, a lot of them were able to double them up. This one's ready for inspection. We have one in our back room that's ready for inspection. In the last few major repairs, in a sense, we're ready to stick the wings back on and finish the fabric, because this is actually going to be looking like this in a few weeks.
So the big plane in the tent is called a PBY Catalina. It is a big flying boat with a 104-foot wingspan, two big 1,200 horsepower engines on this plane. It was used as a scouting aircraft or a patrol bomber, as in a sense.
Anywhere you see green, we reworked it. You can barely see now, but the original tail number was actually underneath up there. So we were like unveiling history, blasting through the paint off of it.
So was it just repainted over the years?
Yeah, I think we counted one area as 8 layers.
8 layers of paint, okay. Yeah.
We are a number of years into a multi-year restoration. We have probably about 7 years left is roughly our current estimate.
Outside the hangar is the Karen Bell.
So this is an OI-2. It's the Marine version of the L-5 Sentinel, a plane that was built during World War II. This particular plane was called a liaison aircraft. It was used for missions like scouting, transporting people to the front lines, or small bits of cargo even to the front lines. But one of the more important roles that it did during the war, it was actually a medevac plane. So in the back of this plane, there's actually an area for stretcher. So they would haul people in this type of plane. It could take off on a very short runway. They could haul them from the front lines back to a field hospital, saving many lives. In fact, we did have a veteran come in a couple years ago that actually was medevaced in one of these planes back in the Korean War, I believe. So a very kind of moving experience, and one of the reasons we try to bring these planes back to life.
Similar to the PBY Catalina, this OI-2 has also had years of restoration work.
We started off with the engine and did a lot of work getting the engine back and functional again. And as we progressed and went through and looked at other parts of the plane, we did find other areas that we needed to restore and get back up into better functioning specs. Right now, what we see that we're doing is we're actually restoring the fabric on the fuselage.
As they work, the volunteers learn more about the history of not only the plane, but also how flight technology has changed.
A lot for me is new stuff. Like I got my NP when I was still working at Cirrus, and I've never even touched sheet metal stuff. It's more of actually what I've learned is the process of how they did it back in the day. Like there's stuff that there's no like how to. It's like they did this, how they did that, they used this tool, but there's like nothing saying how they made that tool to make this. And then relearning myself to kind of did how they did in the old days.
Wow, very cool. What an experience.